Welcome to Subramani. It must have been April 2020 that somebody asked me, how do you think, do you think will be the impact of COVID on the markets? And in April 2020, I had no idea, but I told him one thing: the world is not going to come to an end, so the markets will go up over time. We will conquer the virus, and one day things will be fine again. So he said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Well, that's what I feel, but because every problem man has tried to conquer it, and he does conquer it. It's a matter of time, whether it will be 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 3 years. I have no clue on that, but I think by September 2020, we would have found the vaccine and things like that." It showed my level of ignorance. Then I spoke to friends in the pharma industry, and they said 1 or 2 years is a great time to think that we will be able to get the vaccine and things like that, and it won't be found in India. It will be discovered in Israel or Japan or any of those places. Well, some things were right, some things were wrong. Compared to the per capita loss in US and UK, we lost lesser number of people. In fact, the impact in US was so high that the average age at which an American dies, that figure has changed now because of COVID. One more thing which is happening, about which I've done even done a video, is about a lot of young people dying, and we have no clue why. This is non-COVID deaths. All these things are happening on one side. But let's come to the human side of it. I love, like most of us, I love social interaction. I go to seminars and meetings to meet people. I don't really go of course I speak at some of these places. In some of these places I get paid, so I'm not cribbing about that. But to me, interacting just on the phone, just talking to myself while looking at my face, is a very, very difficult thing. So I was saying no, yes, ambivalent towards doing it online. Sometimes you have to do it online if the client wants the audience from all over the country, or right. So if somebody is joining in from Siliguri, somebody from Guwahati, somebody from Pune, it has to be online. So online interactions have happened, but they've reduced. Now physical, I've done a lot of physical work. Last 4 days I was meeting a lot of people from Delhi, Trichy, Salem, Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai itself, right? All these people I met in 2 conferences over the last 4 days, and it has been enjoyable. So let's come down to what has changed and what has not changed. Will people going to office and working change? Well, I think that is halfway there, because a lot of youngsters, especially girls, are saying we don't want to come to office, we'd rather work from home, right? Which is good, because if you have taken a US call, if you're taking a US call at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., you just have to wear a coat, do the call, and then go back to bed. Whereas if you have to take the call from the office, you have to dress up 2 hours in advance, travel, take a taxi, reach the office, and after you've done, you can't go to sleep, right? So some of these conveniences are there. So I think it will be a hybrid version of some things will happen online, some things will happen offline. That brings us to another industry. What will happen to travel and leisure? Well, you go to the airports and you can't see too much of trace of COVID. People are wearing a mask and people are traveling. Every airline, every aircraft that I have traveled has been full. Rarely does it happen that there are a few seats empty, but mostly the airlines, the capacity utilization is definitely improved. You try booking in any place during the weekend which is near a city, and you find it's crowded. People are traveling, maybe traveling with a vengeance. So you have your good opportunity to buy your Thomas Cook, your Mahindra Holiday Resorts, maybe even Indigo, Caveat. I have all of them. So those things have not changed much. So when in April my friend asked, I said, look, I don't even know whether people stop buying pants, because if they have to do their sessions online, all they need is a shirt and a tie, right? They don't even need a pant, or maybe they need a coat, or if they're like me, they can give up on the coat also. So those things have changed. Some things have not changed. The airlines may start making money only when something else changes, but right now they are not making money. Holiday companies are really full. People are traveling. People are eating out. Restaurants are full. Well, all those things have changed. What happens to companies? Now, a company with 15,000 square foot is looking for a company with to shift to an office with 5,000 square feet. Why do they need it? Because they've asked all their employees to work from home. So many of their employees, if not all, are working from home, which is various cities. Trichy, Coimbatore, Salem, Rajkot, Mysore. They've shifted to all those places, and well, they are definitely saving rent. The company is saving rent. The people staying, people working in the company have shifted to their offices. They are saving the usurious Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore kind of rents. They're paying maybe lesser rent in perhaps in less expensive places. That's fine. So that is one big change which one can see. Some products demand may have gone up, some products demand may have gone down. There was a complete huge jump in the number of smartphones, second-hand smartphones, laptops, laptop stands. People wanted to buy better chairs to sit at home, furniture, right? All those things, the demand actually peaked. Will the same trends continue? Obviously no. People have already bought. If I bought a chair, I'll use it for 5-6 years. So next 5-6 years, I am not buying a chair, somebody else is. So some of those changes are visible. A lot of people have shifted to online buying for everything. The older people can buy their grocery, their vegetables, their milk, everything is delivered to their doorstep. They can make online payments, those who learn how to make online payments, or they can pay cash. So some of those things are changing. How we seek entertainment and how we get entertainment is changing. People have seen good movies during this lockdown period, and therefore they are perhaps more demanding. So people like Boycott Bollywood actually help the trend which is already there. I don't think any such Boycott Bollywood kind of stuff can have people change their behavior. But if people are in the mood to change their behavior, these people can give it the proverbial push, right? So if you could nudge them to make those small changes. So that is happening. So well, a lot of things are happening. The pharma boom followed by a pharma doom is likely to result in more pharma shares being bought, but in pharma it will be far more difficult to pick a single stock. You might be better off investing in a healthcare fund or a pharma fund, right? So these are all some of the changes which have happened for good. Some of the changes have not been very good, but some more changes are likely to happen. So the demand for office space should actually go down, but does it mean people will want a bigger house in places like Bombay where they can dedicate one room to doing office work? Difficult to say. Now there are some companies in terms of compliance, etc. They don't want employees to work from home. They want everybody back in the office. So a lot of these changes, it just shows there is tremendous amount of change which has already happened, which will sustain. For example, I don't think we will go to 100% offline training. We will do offline and online combination. Not every employee will be allowed to work from home. Some employees will have to come to office. Some employees will do office 2 times a week. Some will do 3 times a week. Some will do 7 times a week, depending on how what their boss thinks and what they think and what can be delivered only online, right? Even companies will start doing well. So here a lot of things which I have said, but not in a very cohesive kind of a way. How has it influenced my stock picking? Well, the old favorites, the Colgate, HUL, Siemens, Cummins kind of things, I was not even looking at it. So there are not really many great changes in my portfolio, but yeah, some of the travel companies have been there, and I think my decision to buy these travel companies in April 2020, then keep adding, subtracting, whatever seems to have helped. Thank you.